Luke chapter 12 and verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled?
Soaring for LA Long Beach. And LA is fighting against this right here. I'll tell you right now. See that? There's nobody there. Automation. I work at an automated dock. It's no joke. They're losing thousands of jobs. So you got all these machines. Look at all these machines right here. There's no people. They ain't paying no taxes. They ain't paying no money. This is what ILA is fighting about. This all used to be filled with top handlers, UTR drivers, clerks, all this yard. Look how big this yard is. And there ain't hardly any people on this thing. This is what they're fighting about. I work at an automated dock right here, Port of LA, Long Beach. Keep fighting, brothers. Keep fighting.
Right.
When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the companies money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast right now. We have towns that don't exist anymore. Chimney Rock is gone. The city of Asheville is cut off from the world. This is not an exaggeration. All the bridges leading into the city have been washed away. They have no food, no power, no water, no internet, no cell service. They don't even have radio. It's a complete dead zone. No one knows what's going on in there. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that this is a Hurricane Katrina level event. There was a woman in my town who called for an ambulance and the ambulance got stranded, and they were stranded for 24 hours, and to my knowledge the patient didn't make it. People are dying. They're still dying. I've been running the generator for the last 3 days and we're starting to run out of gas, and this is on Highway 123 heading from Aisley to Greenville, and this was a 1 mile long line to get gas because they were the only people we knew around that had gas left. I got all the way to the end and they were out. They had no gas. We checked every gas station in Pickens and Aisley and Liberty, nothing. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of gas, I tell you that much. Try to steal some from my car maybe to keep my food cold, but even then, I don't know. This is the I-40 bridge, from Tennessee to North Carolina. It's gone. It don't exist no more either. We have people dying out here. Man, we need help. We need help.
Yeah.
A deadly fireworks display over Tel Aviv.
And
Goodness,
you're
there was an
talking
impact
about
just
Tel
to the left
Aviv.
of us here.
And you're talking about Tel Aviv, Jim. We are looking at pictures right now. We are looking at pictures of Tel Aviv, what you're describing.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, guys, we got to get off the roof. These are coming down right next to us here.
Please do, Jim. Please do.
They're coming down. One just about. We got to go inside.
Jim, please take cover.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. And, hey, I just wanted to, get a few clips, of some current events that's going on in the world right now. I didn't really have any lesson planned or any scriptures or anything like that, except for this one. When Yahweh Shai said, he wants that fire to be kindled, right? And it's, these very things that's going to be contributing to the kindling of that fire, right? That fire representing all of the adversities and all of the calamities that's gonna be taking place in the earth before Yahweh Shah returns, man. All right, from the different natural disasters that's gonna be taking place, whether it be sent from Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah directly or through Esau and his technology, right, which is also controlled by the Heavenly Father, or whether it's, famine, whether it's, civil war, the uprisings, right? The actual war from these different nations, right? Because, hey, the scriptures speak about that being one of the signs that we in the last days, the beginning of sorrows, when nation shall rise up against nation, the wars and the rumors of wars. Okay, right now, you have, Hezbollah has been heavily attacked by Israel. And what do Salakia, actually it's, Israel was just attacked, okay, which was in response to Hezbollah being attacked by Israel. But, now Israel has been attacked, okay? They were under heavy fire from those missiles and those different drone strikes. And what do you think Israel is going to do? Israel is going to come right back because, hey, that devil is persistent, man. He's not backing down anytime soon. The Lord don't want this to end. The Lord don't want this to cease. Again, the Lord wants that fire to be kindled. So the Lord is going to continue to increase the tensions, right? And more friction causes what? It causes heat and eventually fire, man. So the Lord wants that fire to be kindled. And we're going to get to the point to where, the least of the flock being those small hats, right? The Amalekites, they're going to draw out the rest of these nations, and hey, we're going to be, in the midst of World War III. Right now you just have these strikes going back and forth. They throwing blows, but eventually it's gonna be a bang out, man. It's gonna be all out war between America and Russia and China and Iran and all of these other allied countries. Okay, the Lord is increasing the tensions in the earth. The Lord is visiting the earth, man. It was just a flood down there in the southeast. Okay, and it's a lot of people that have lost their lives due to that flood, man. And that is not the last one. That's to come. And it's not the worst. The Lord is going to increase the natural disasters. It's already been a lot of earthquakes. Okay, the Lord is going to send more floods, more hurricanes. Okay, you have a lot of people that have died in that hurricane Helen. And some not even necessarily from the flood itself or from the hurricane itself, but from trying to get in the water to escape and not knowing that power lines being knocked down with live wires still active in the water, and they've been electrocuted to death. The Lord is sending judgment upon America, upon the world, the inhabitants. All right, and then you have this port strike that has went into effect today, October 1st. And that's the people are going to see the effects of that real soon. You heard the guy, he's one of the workers. I believe he's one of the higher ups, as it pertains to the port workers. And hey, people don't understand. Nobody's talking about that. You have some people, they paying attention, they watching, and they speaking on it. But for the most part, the average American don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know how that port strike is going to affect us. They don't know how quickly it's going to affect us and how drastically it's going to affect us directly, man. They don't know that, when they go to the store 3-4 weeks from now, that food is going to be super freaking high because it's going to be a lack thereof. They don't know that they're not going to be able to, you got people planning trips. They don't know that they're not going to be able to make it to those trips. They don't know that they're not going to be able to go buy that brand new car. They're not going to be able to go shop at the mall, man. A lot of people who didn't think that their own personal careers and jobs would be affected just because the port workers is striking, it's going to be affected, and they're going to see it. The value of your dollar is plummeting every day. America is sending trillions to Israel, to Ukraine, to Taiwan. They're sending all of this money elsewhere and not taking care of their own house, but their own house is falling apart, man. The Lord is bringing America down to shame. And it's a beautiful thing to see, man. But these people don't know what the hell is going on. They don't understand what's going on and why it's happening. They don't understand that it's the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They think that this is something temporary or that it's something that's always been happening. Man, we ain't never seen things happen like this at this rate, to this scale. You know, tomorrow is supposed to be another solar eclipse, which is another sign of the times of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua visiting the earth and bringing judgment. It's a lot going on right now, man, and it's about to strangle these people. It's going to be evil on every side. All right, and you know that's only the tip of the iceberg. Like, you know, let me get that. Matter of fact, the beginning of sorrows. I'll just get this 2nd Ezra 16, and then starting at verse 7. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, right? And Ezra, seeing that that vision of things to come in these last days, it was so great, you know, in a terrible way, that it was so much going on, right? Ezra seeing all of the terrible things, the calamities going on, right? From the civil war, right? The food insecurity, right? The dangers of you know, people coming up against each other, you know, your government coming up against you. Then you have war with other nations, and you have to worry about other nations coming up against you and invading your country. You have to worry about, you know, pestilences and plagues running rampant throughout the earth. You have to worry about all of these different things happen simultaneously. You know, natural disasters, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and you know, hurricanes and floods. All of these things happening, man. And you know, these people, they don't feel like you. These people don't know, you know, the effects of these things, and they're not being mindful of the scourges, as the scriptures say, man. Because those things are made as scourges, man, to wake people up, to get them to snap out of the delusion that they're in, man. Particularly you Israelites. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, right? Just the beginning. What we seeing right now, this is just the beginning, man. You still able to take a hot shower and go to the grocery store and, you know, buy tickets to that baseball or that football game. You still able to go to school, go to work. You still able to drive your car. But what happens when there's no gas? What happens when there's no electricity, right? Because they experiencing it to an extent right now down there in the South, you know, in North Carolina and particular areas of Florida and those particular Southeast states. They're experiencing that right now, you know. But you know, people they got their generators, they think they good, but guess what? The gas gonna run out eventually. You know, there's not gonna be any electricity. You can't depend on solar power to help you out. People think they're gonna be able to grow their own food but guess what? When the Lord flood it out, you ain't gonna be able to grow nothing. So what, you know, how, like, that's the thing with these people that try to, you know, call themselves prepping. All the Lord got to do is send a flood. You can't carry no big 3-ton safe with you, you know, full of guns, full of gold and silver, full of non-perishable foods. You can't carry that with you, man. Your gun, what good is your gun in a flood? What good is you know, your generator when it's, you know, 20 feet of water surrounding you? None of that is any good, man. None of that means anything. Okay, when food is scarce, what good is your weapons and your you know, all of that gonna do, man? You can say, oh, you can go, you know, survival of the fittest. You can go take it from somebody else, man. Hey, the Lord is about to increase the troubles, man, in the earth. Right? It says the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges, right? And this is the reason the Lord is sending these evils, right? It's only to match the evil energy, the evil behavior of the people in the earth. The things that the Lord is doing is all just judgment. These people are waxing more and more wicked by the day, so the Lord is bringing more and more evils and more death as to balance it out. So when you start seeing more floods, more hurricanes, more mass shootings, more missiles and rockets being dropped, more tensions with these different nations, man. Hey, the Lord is bringing judgment to these people because his prophecy has to be fulfilled. All right, but I'm not gonna go too long. Like I said, I didn't have any scriptures. Just wanted to touch on a few current events going on. The Lord is visiting, man, and it's gonna be a very interesting last few months of 2024 going into 2025, man. The Lord is about to, man, blow upon that fire and increase the heat. Lord willing, this was edifying. Hey, brothers, and you few sisters that believe, keep watching, keep praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for protection, Lord, to provide for us, to keep us in our right minds and keep us stable in these last days, man. All right, with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. And GTA, your Bible, ball. Kwame Ashala. Till next time, Shalom.